Thanks for having me. I always appreciate being part of a dialogue with the others who are in the same industry as me and my clients. I understand I'm here today to talk about when the insurance industry owes general contractor overhead and profit. No? No? That's a different speech. I'm sorry, I was confused. Always, that's right. This is your bill. This is not an insurance industry bill. Every single day I get dozens of emails from insurance industry people, but also roofing contractors, PAs, insureds. I get a ton of emails every day about all types of issues. And one of the most common emails I've gotten every single day was from roofing contractors complaining about deductible leaders. They said, come on, Badger, help us do something about this. I speak at Win the Storm every year to Anthony Del Medico's group. And I get up and I say, I'm going to help you fix the deductible problem. And they all cheer loudly. And now we've done it. But I didn't do it. You did it. Your group, North Texas Roofing and NTRCA, fixed this problem. This is not an insurance industry bill. We supported your efforts to make this law change. Because is there an interest for the insurance industry? Yeah, absolutely. But they didn't lobby for it. They supported your efforts. So, but for your efforts, this bill would not have happened. So you deserve all the credit here because this is what you accomplished. But it's also an example of what happens when we can work together. Because there are issues where we share a common interest in protecting our common clients, the homeowners. Right? I know we have disagreements about issues on how to measure claims and whether we owe drip edge and all these things. But in the end, we're all trying to help Mrs. Smith get a new roof at a fair price when it's damaged. And so we came together there and addressed this issue. I hope we can come together again in the future and address other issues. People keep talking to me about let's work on a common or a standard Texas roof spec for residential roofing. All right, so we don't have to argue about all these different issues, and we can say, here, the standard roof spec includes this, this, and this. I'd love to work on that in the next couple of years, and these are the things we can do together. So with that out of the way, what do the insurance companies say about this bill? We're pleased to see it, all right, because it's important to us that our clients, our customers, the insureds, pay their contractually agreed portion of the claim. All right? It's very simple. You have a contract between the homeowner and the insurance company. We agree to pay after you pay your deductible. And the whole dynamic changed with the deductible leaders. So we're very pleased to see it. What's our role in all this? It's pretty simple moving forward. One of the things that we wanted to make sure happened with the legislation is that there was a real way to enforce it. Because the law's been around a long time, right? But there was zero enforcement of it. So now we've added 2 ways to enforce it. Actually 3. One is the education that's going to go on, and the education comes from either your statement that's required in the contract or the TDI. The TDI is required as part of the statute to educate consumers. So I think after every major storm event, we're going to see the TDI out there flashing bulletins and news reports and things to educate consumers they got to pay their deductibles. So that's the first enforcement way. The second is also having a requirement that the insurance company can request reasonable proof of payment. All right, we don't want to have to deal with, as Karen mentioned, with sending a bunch of people to prison for eating deductibles. Might it happen? Yeah, it might. And if somebody keeps doing it after they get cease and desist letters, yeah, they might. So it could happen. But we needed a better way to enforce the law short of that. So we did 2 things. We got the TDI involved so they could issue cease and desist letters, and we got gave the insurance companies the right to request reasonable proof of payment. But only when the insured asks for the RCV holdback. All right, so when it comes time to request the RCV holdback, the insurance companies will say, show me you paid the deductible. And it's a reasonable request. I hope the companies do it. And I think that will help educate consumers. And most importantly for you, you can use it to tell your customers, hey, you're going to get ACV first. And if you want your holdback, and I want your holdback because I ain't doing the job unless I get the holdback, you got to pay your deductible. So we think that's going to root out the schemes. And that's it. It's pretty simple, isn't it? All right, it's clear, it's simple. You put the language in your contract, You're not going to get in any trouble with us, but there is one person you could get in trouble with if you don't, and that's your clients. All right? Because if the language isn't there and there's a question about whether you help them meet the deductible or not, there is an argument to be made that the contract is illegal, void, and unenforceable. All right? We'll have to test that in the courts, but a contract that is not in conformance with the law is an illegal contract, in my opinion. All right? And if it's an illegal contract, there is authority in Texas that the contractor cannot enforce that illegal contract. So any amounts paid to you must be returned to the homeowner. So there may be homeowners who try to take advantage of that situation if your contract doesn't comply with the law. All right, so just put the simple statement in there and we're all well protected. That's it. I know there's going to be lots of questions. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks.